welcome to our beautiful podcast, episode 11. All right, Big Back, you already starting off, huh? I can see that with your big ass croissant. You didn't even unmute on that time.
They're good.
uh, so how you feeling? How you feeling today, huh? How's your week
Good.
been?
Good.
Yeah, being a big back over there.
We're gonna talk about what you've had today.
I've had pizza. That's all I've had today.
When? What about Wendy's? Was it Wendy's?
It was Wendy. Yeah, I had a baconator fries, and a loaded potato.
Mm. One, two, two things.
That's all I had. I think there might be more.
I didn't even have breakfast this morning, so ha.
Yeah, all I had was the pizza this morning.
What?
I think it's huge. I think it's
That's what you
huge.
said last night.
Yeah. So today's episode, what we're doing the predictions, and you're gonna make your own tier list on the Call of Duty teams because you're new to this.
hmm
So we're gonna have you start off with that. All right. So let's move over to that. All right. Where you want to rank your teams today?
Right.
Are you starting off like first, like how they
Is
are
that
in
the
order?
Hitler flag?
Hmm.
Oh no, it's blue.
No, it's blue.
I thought that eagle was the Hitler flag.
Hmm? No.
Okay, so first we're gonna start with FaZe. We're gonna put
Phase.
them in A tier because they have a history of only recruiting very good players.
Okay. All right.
Uh, the one that looks like a Viking slash gladiator.
The first
We're
one.
gonna put them at the very we're gonna put them at the very top because we're technically cousins.
we're technically related.
Yeah, we both have helmets. We both fight. Uh, the Trident. We're gonna put him A tier because
Which one?
the Trident.
Oh, okay. A tier. Okay. Seattle Surge. All
hmm
right. All right.
Oh shit, it's coming out from the back. Because the reason why Aquaman. Aquaman
Aquaman.
is powerful, so yeah.
Mm.
Then we're gonna put the Hitler logo at
Which one is that?
the the one that has the eagle
Blue one.
next to the LA one.
Okay. The blue one.
Yeah.
Where do you want
Uh,
them?
we're gonna put them B tier because if they do
Ooh.
resemble that person, then yeah.
All right. Carolina. All right.
LA.
LA. Where you putting
Okay.
them?
LA is known for having amazing players. There's LeBron James for LA Lakers.
Okay, so where do you want to put them?
So we're gonna put him. Oh man, if there was a tier in between, you know, what, let's put him A tier, S tier.
S tier. Okay. In
Yeah,
front
because
or behind uh the gladiators?
wait, which one's better?
I where do you think? This is yours.
Behind, behind, behind,
Behind. Okay.
behind means
All right.
yeah,
All right.
because the gladiator's better.
All right. So now we have, what is it? One, two, three, four, five, six,
7.
7 more.
The BX.
Mm-hmm.
We're putting them at C tier.
C tier. Ooh, okay. Interesting. All right. All right.
Reason why I'm not cheating, still playing chess. But the reason why, based off their logo, they're basically telling themselves to aim for the line.
Mm.
That means aim for the person. So
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Ultra,
Toronto, Canadian team.
yeah, Toronto Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
See, if they have the Ultra in the name, they have to be good. So B tier.
B tier. In front or behind uh the Eagle?
uh, in front.
In front. Okay. So let's me. Come on. Okay. All right.
And then the other eagle.
Okay, the green one.
They're copying. They're copying FaZe's logo. So B tier. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dog shit.
So base. Actually, let's sort of FaZe with. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
But basically, what I think for having just a plain front with a with plain black background,
Mhm.
I'm thinking that they're good but not very good. So
Okay.
we're putting them in B tier.
Okay. In front of everybody or in between?
Behind.
Behind everybody. Okay. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Then
That's fair.
the weird one.
The
That's like three circles with New
the
York.
cloud.
The New York one. Yeah, New York cloud. New
Okay.
York's cloud. It resembles iCloud, and iCloud has saved me many times, so A tier.
A tier. Okay. In the back.
Because at the front.
Ooh, at the front.
Actually, yeah, at the back, at the
At the
back,
back.
at the back,
Okay.
at the back,
All
at the
right.
back,
All right. All right.
because it has saved me multiple times, but it's also screwed me over multiple times by saying,
That's
"Oh, it's
fair.
too full, can't do that."
That's fair.
Then that one.
Which one?
Oh wait, you can't see me pointing now.
Okay.
Uh,
It's
the one, the very first one.
the star.
Yes.
All right. Where do you want the star? Where do you want optic?
I want it D tier because literally it's
Damn.
reason why green. I don't. It matches the color, and no, not because of that. Because
It matches
basically
the
that because they made me point to it because I don't know how to refer it. So
color. I don't know what they're trying to go for on that one. So
yeah, they look like a toothpaste that zero of doctors would recommend. Zero doctors would recommend.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
It looks like that type of toothpaste that no one would recommend. Then the H, the orange with blue H.
Mm-hmm.
Its logo looks like, no, it sounds like it should be called Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck.
So because of yeah,
The
it looks like that it would produce a sound that says Thunderstruck. So we're putting that in A tier.
A tier. Okay. All right. All right.
And then that actually wait, can I change one?
Yeah. Go ahead.
The one I put in D tier into dog.
Dog shit. Damn. Okay.
Something just makes me put that there.
You're just like, you know
Okay.
what? My gut feelings telling me to put them at the
And
bottom.
then the last one C tier.
C tier. Okay.
Because it looks like they have a lot of guns. So
All right. So we
guns
have
guns equal good.
Minnesota Rocker at front. Then we have LA Thieves, FaZe, Seattle, New York, Miami, Toronto,
Mhm.
Carolina, Vegas, Boston, LA
Mhm.
again, and then at the bottom you have Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew. I had a feeling it was Texas.
Because of the
I was
star.
just. I was in like. I. Yeah, because of that. But like, I was like, that reminds me of something very familiar, but I can't remember what it is that it reminds me of. So I was just like, I put that in dog because it reminds me of something. And I
Okay.
was right. I
Okay.
hate Texas
All right. That's
because
okay.
gambling. Even
Because
though,
of gambling.
yeah, they made me get my gambling addiction. Definitely
Are you
wasn't Las
sure? Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah, sure.
It
It's not.
definitely wasn't Las Vegas.
It's not. It's not something else. Yeah, that's got your
Yeah,
gambling up. Yeah.
Las Vegas got my barbecue.
Oh, oh. I don't know. I don't know.
I know that Texas is known for barbecue and God and football, and Las Vegas is for gambling. Don't worry, chat. I don't think he caught onto my secret yet. Right, okay, so let's go.
All right.
Uh, what now? Are you going to tell me the real value of them, or?
I don't know. No, because it's how this looks. There's a few I would change, a few that I wouldn't change.
Which ones which ones don't change them, but like have your cursor over the which ones you would change.
Uh, Probably
You know what, just call them
phase.
by what probably phase into what dog.
Phase into S just because like they're actually good, but it all depends.
That old phase team was better. That's why I put in A because a new phase team are literally basically squeakers now.
Oh, I know. That's why I don't like them.
Yeah, I only liked them when it was like phase rug and all that,
Hmm.
all the OG ones, not
Yeah,
some
now it's
club that can be
yeah.
yeah all
Oh,
squeakers.
we're gonna bring it back. No, we're not. You're just gonna make it worse.
Worse.
All right.
We're gonna bring it back, make it better. No, we're making it worse.
I don't
Is
want to
that
do
everything?
that. That is everything on the tier list. So you're okay with this? This is what you're sticking with.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm sticking. Actually, phase dog.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Damn. So we have two dog
Just
shit
because.
teams. That's okay.
And then Texas into D because Texas is better. Then all
All
of
right.
them resemble a country,
All right.
apart from phase. So
All right. So
countries are better than a random team.
you're okay with how you have everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
happy.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm happy with it. This is definitely going on TikTok. 100%.
This part right here, yeah, I think all these
Yeah.
teams are dog shit. This is what I think. Dog shit. Just leave it there.
Changes every single tier into dog.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so now going off of what you predicted, right? Right. We will go over the matches from yesterday, right?
Mhm.
So there was three of them. There was Miami versus Ultra, Boston versus New York, and both LA teams
Mhm.
going against each other. Uh, so you were all right. So you put where did you put? You put Ultra. You put Ultra. Oh no, you put Miami above Ultra. But as of yesterday, they got fucking swept in a way. Um,
Mhm.
they didn't do too bad. It was, I mean, besides them winning 3-1, it was fairly even in the first two matches, and then it just dropped off completely in the last two. Um, but okay, not bad. And then the Kleenex was the MVP of that match. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Everybody,
He looks like a scientist for Germany back in 1940.
he looks like a scientist. That's wild. Okay.
From 1940 for Germany. Am I wrong though?
No, no.
I bet he'd be calculating the distance he needs to throw a knife to get a lucky kill.
Just
A knife kill.
according to my calculations, if I throw the knife this way and I aim it this way at a certain degree, I will throw it across the map and I will kill him.
Okay, wait. Okay, you might have to pause stream for this because this might get us a bit
Oh well,
cancelled. So
then
like,
that's after. We can't even say that now.
pause it real quick. Pause it. Pause it.
Can't.
Pause it. What do you mean you can't?
Oh, we're gonna keep it
Okay,
going.
wait. Turn off my camera and then look on Vido Ninja.
Oh my god. Why?
Just do it.
Oh my god.
Tell me when you've done it.
Oh, go.
Okay, so according to my calculations, we need to throw it that way.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You have to admit that would have been a funny joke if that never happened.
Yeah. Okay. So looks like those aren't too bad. And then we have what is it? Complete fucking sweeps? Yeah, we do. We have two complete sweeps. This one, let's see if it loads. Come on. Boston and New York. Oh god, they're Jesus Christ, New York sucks. Oh my god, they're terrible. They are horrifying.
Your
Damn. When your
hometown,
whole
and they're
team
terrible.
goes positive KD against the other team that went absolutely
Oh,
negative, that's bad. That is
my
bad.
KD's better than that in Siege.
And supposedly the worst person on their team became their best person this week. That is depressing. Damn,
Wild.
that's wild. And
Absolutely wild.
and there was more predictions for New York to win that map. Jesus Christ.
Damn. Good thing you didn't bet on that.
0.69 is insane.
Michael Son.
Jesus Christ. Everybody hit over 40 except for one person. Yikes. Yikes. Yikes.
My little brother has a better KD than that.
Yeah, there's really not much to talk about. Like, they got fucking they got swept.
All we have to say is that rest in peace. Your team is no longer existent.
Yeah. And what's crazy is as of the last like matchups between these two teams, the New York team won every time except for this one.
Damn. That's wild.
Yeah. God damn.
It reminds me of it reminds me of Endgame or whatever, Infinity War, where like Doctor Strange like calculates how many times they win, how many times they lose. They won
so
one
this
time.
is the first time that they went against each other. Okay. So this is the first time Miami and Ultra went against each other. Okay. All right.
That is wild.
And then what was the last one? Fucking LA Thieves destroying an 0-4 team. Damn. Damn.
014 is wild.
No, there's actually
Nah.
there's a team. I'll pull up the standings after we go over this. But this is a bloodbath. Obviously, this is
Mhm.
this is horrifying. Every map they won cleanly. There's no. Damn, winning 3-0 and still going negative by 3 is insane. Well, your whole team is completely positive. Wild. And then yeah, this is the first time they go against each other. Okay, all right. So now we'll pull up the standings.
That person was like you when we played Siege the first time.
Just get lucky.
Yeah.
All
but
right.
you would still have negative points somehow.
Yeah. Okay, so as we look at the standings, right? FaZe is in first, then it's LA Thieves, Toronto Ultra, Surge, Carolina, Boston, Miami, Optic, Cloud9, Minnesota, Gentlemates, and Vegas Falcons. So
Falcon Punch.
Yep. So the best team so far is FaZe. They have 23 map wins for a total of 340 points. So they're pretty much locked in.
Our cousin needs to pick up the slack.
Oh, I know. They're doing I mean, yeah, but they're not like they're close.
We could do better than that.
Yeah. Cuz there's two teams that only hit a 200. There's two teams that are in the 300s, three teams in 200s, and then 1 2 3 4 5 teams in 100. And then Gentlemates and Vegas are they only Vegas went 0 and I think 20 for hardpoint wins. Or in general, they went 0 and like they never won a map except for I think it was last weekend. They finally won their first map of the entire season because they made a entire roster. They did a 3 people change for their team.
Imagine that.
Like that's how bad they were. And they just like cuz they did a whole Saudi Arabia team. So that's why like they like and it wasn't like pro players. They were just random players.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did any teams make? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So what are we in? We're in April, right? Yeah. April.
Damn, my camera's so bright.
So
in the stream.
All right. So as of
today.
No. There's only been one change so far. and I don't think as of recently, yeah, as of recently, there only has been one change for the roster, and we will
Hmm.
see that. We see that today? No, we won't see that today. We will see that Sunday, which is the Carolina team. They picked up a player from Challengers and dropped one of their main players, but we won't see him
Mm.
until Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, because they just did it Wednesday, and they don't have a spot until
Mm.
yeah, they don't have it until Sunday, and they're going against LA Thieves, which is probably going to be a bloodbath.
Uh-oh. Bloodbath.
Yeah, yeah. But let's see. Upcoming. What is today? What is Saturday? Yeah, today's Saturday. All right. So as of the first match, all right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you gonna vote for? First match is Vancouver Surge and Cloud9, New York.
Vancouver.
Vancouver. Okay, so let's can we add that note? Okay. All right.
I saw the losing streak.
So
It is Vancouver.
okay, okay. Now, since they're gonna win, who do you think's gonna be the MVP? There's 04, Nasty, Neptune, and Abuza.
I need to know the stats. What are the top kills?
All right, so
Who
let's
has
see.
the most kills?
Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'll show you their player card. So as of their player cards, as of last major, Neptune has a 95 overall, Abuza has a 91 overall, Nasty has an 86 overall, and 04 has a
95.
seventy-five.
Neptune.
Neptune.
Neptune. Neptune.
Okay, okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right.
You always go for the highest overall.
Well, obviously. And then who do you think's gonna do the worst out of uh everybody? So you have Seattle, and then you have Mac, Sib, Attach, and Kremp on Cloud9. So out of
Uh,
all four of them, who do you think's gonna be the absolute worst person?
what are the stats?
Uh, mm, okay, so I'll show you their cards. It
Is there an
is
option to say all the players?
so Sib has a 91, Kremp has an 87, Attach has a 74, and Mac has a 71. They are also on a three loss, a 3 losing streak.
Mac.
Mac, okay, think he's gonna do bad again this major?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's
I
fair.
think he's gonna. I think he's only gonna get like one MVP, and
Out of
all the rest are just gonna be a losing streak.
damn. Okay. Um. So what do you think? Okay. So it's best of what is it? Best of five. Who do you think is going to? What do you think the score is gonna be?
Wait. I don't know how this works. What can the scores be?
So it could be like okay, the max is 3. So like say
The
if a
max
team
is
goes
three.
3-0, then they win. It's like best of 5 or like first to 3. So but say if like you go back and forth, like you win, they win, you win, they win, and it's 2-2,
Mm-hmm.
it's whoever gets to 3, it's like best of 5. So like basically
Mm.
first to 3.
Just say it's like what is it? Just say it's like rainbow.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Uh, I reckon the score
Mhm.
is gonna be. I need to think. Definitely not playing Overwatch right now.
Of course, of course, of course. Of course.
Yeah. Uh, I think the score is gonna be 3-1 to Vancouver.
Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Did they ever verse each other? They have. Okay. So you think it's going to be 3-1.
Wait, I didn't know there was stats. I thought there wasn't any stats. Wait, what is it?
Oh, there
You
is
know, I always
stats.
ask for the stats.
All right. So here we go. Here we go.
What?
So their hard point percent winnage, it's fairly good. It's all greens. All there's only one that is
Damn.
50%, but they've only played that 2 times. Um,
Okay, so okay. Yeah, Vancouver.
okay, and then S&D. S&D Seattle Cloud9 looks like they're a better team. Uh, they are 8-8, but they are for 50%. Vancouver is 11 for 13 on S&D, so they have a 45%. And then if
Mm.
we go into control, fairly even. It's 52% to 50%. Vancouver, but Vancouver has only one map that they're good at. Other than that, it's 0% or 50. Uh, New York has a 30% and a 70%, but they also have a 0. So they both have a 0% on a map.
I'ma
But
say Vancouver.
still, okay, okay. All right, so you're doing 3-1. Yeah, you know what? I gotta agree with you on that one. Honestly, I would say 3-2, but I don't know. I feel like New York's not gonna. They haven't made a change in rosters, so they are gonna fucking. They're
Yeah,
gonna suck. Like that's the thing. If teams don't make changes, they're washed.
they're done for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. All right, so let's move on to
but
the.
sometimes changes lead to bad scores
Oh yeah, yeah, because chemistry is fucking.
because yeah, and if they don't play, they don't know what's happening. They don't know how they should play.
Yeah, and I feel like that's gonna. What? Who is it? Is it?
Affect their gameplay.
Yeah. All right. So next match. Oh, is it that? Is that the next matchup of the day? Let's see. I want to make sure I'm getting it correctly so I don't fuck up. Yeah, it's Miami and Rocker. Um, it's the Spanish team versus our brethrens, our familia.
Uh, I want to say what are the stats?
What's the stats? All right. So
Because I
you want to
see
go to
that
player
our
stats first?
brotherins. Yeah,
All
why
right.
not?
All right. Let's go to their cards. All right. So we'll start off with
I see that our brotherins are doing bad.
uh yeah, sort of, but they also did make a change in their roster. They did bring a new player to their team from another team, which is Kenny. So he had to adjust to their new team. But let's see
Mm.
if I could pull up the cards.
Is he doing well now?
Oh, okay. So he's not he came in during their qualifier, so his card isn't technically here at the moment, so we would have to pull up his old team. But at the moment,
Mm.
uh it's Estriel with an 82, Nero with a 77, and then Geo with a 72. But let
Okay.
me pull up his old team and let me see. And then Kenny, let's see, cards. Kenny has a 61 from last major.
Mm. I must say that our brotherins are gonna lose.
You think they're gonna lose? All right, so let's pull up.
Mhm.
Let's go to Miami. I think also Miami did do change too, I believe. Because it's Metals, Real, my bad, Real, Rancor, and Super. Now I believe Super
Mm.
is their rookie.
Mhm.
Um,
What's his card?
he doesn't have a card at the moment, so it is Rancor has an 86, Real has a
Mhm.
79, and then Metals has a 65. And then they dropped Lucky for Super, which Lucky had a 57 overall.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, I cannot pull up his other. Let me see. Maybe I can find a card for him, but I don't think they have it at the moment. Yeah, no. They don't have it just because he just started playing uh as of this
Okay.
month. But with the team so far, they are lately they're 4-1 as of the last four
Okay.
matches.
4-1. Mm.
So they've only lost one match then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Out of last 5 matches, they're 3-2.
I'm gonna say that. Wait, what teams are they again?
Miami Heretics
Miami
and
and
Minnesota Rocker. Now, do you want to look at their stats first before you their map stats?
I already have the map stats. Well, we don't know what maps they're playing on until this later afternoon, so there's no
Yeah,
point of going in that. But if they get a map that they're too familiar with, I'm gonna say Miami Hetrix are gonna win.
yeah, they're ooh, okay. So Miami has better stats in hardpoint and S&D by a
Hmm.
especially S&D in a landslide, but
Yeah.
Control Rocker is the better team so far.
See, the thing is, it doesn't matter about control. It's all about composure, strategy.
Mhm. And
So even if you have the best control in the world, that's not really gonna help you much. You need to have communication.
yeah, it's all about the communication and how you work together, because if you can have a good team, good players, but if they're not communicating, if they can't get on the same page, you are going to have a clusterfuck of
It doesn't work.
no, no. It's
If they,
never going to work. And it
yeah,
shows.
if you're not on the same, if you're not on
Um
the same page, you're not winning.
yeah. And as of the last majors, both teams have went against each other. Um but they haven't versed each other with their new rosters. But as of February, uh both teams they're 1-1 with each other. So the first
Mm,
matchup was Miami 3-2ing them, and then the second matchup they
yeah.
had was 3-1 for Rocker. Okay. All right, not bad. Not bad. All right. So what do you think the score is going to be?
Uh, 3-2 to Miami. 3-2.
Ooh, 3-2 to Miami. Okay. Okay. Mm, I would go 3-0 3-1 Miami. Only
See, I want to say,
because
I'm saying 3-2 because I'm being nice.
you're being nice, yeah. Um Miami, just yes, they lost, but they did lost to like a good team in Toronto. But I feel like their team now with Super and uh like they're just gonna put them in a blender. And yeah, Miami Rocker have more time together with their roster, but it's Kenny's never played with them, and it's just I feel like they're 1-3. It's just I don't know. I feel like they're not gonna. They're gonna fail.
Yeah. As much as I don't want to say that, it's true.
Yeah, yeah. All right, and then third matchup of of today is Los Angeles Gorillas or Genomates against Toronto Ultra. uh, yeah, yeah. So what do you think on this one? Do you want to you want to go to the cards on this one?
No, I think I know who's gonna win.
Yeah, yeah. But it this is, I believe. Let's see. Has he played yet? That he has played. Okay, so he has. When
Oh
did
no,
he get picked up?
no, oh, no. I'm down to my last chocolate cookie
Oh my god. Does it not?
already.
Does it not show me when he's played, or when he joined? No, it does not. Completed matches. Okay, so so they did make the change before this month. Okay, so he has some experience playing. Okay. All right. So let's let's look at Toronto's cards. 97 from Joe, 92 from Kleenex, 91 from Beans, and 80 from Insight. Uh, well, mm,
Do we really have to look at the stats?
No, but I just want to give him some hope. All right, and then they're going against Okay, so there's only
I'm
two
shooting him.
players. There's only two players that
Mhm.
have current cards. Which is Kismet with a 79 and Lunars with a 71. And then their bench has a 65,
Yeah.
69 and a 65.
I mean, me and
But
you could
we
probably
are gonna have
join
to
in.
come to this Priesta just because for the next matchup he is on the Vegas team now, so we're gonna have to use this 69 going forward to that. But yeah, this team is as the last 5
Interesting.
matches 0-5. They are 11th. They are 20 points away from the bottom of the barrel. They do have a new roster, but even with their new roster, they are still losing. Stats wise, it's they have a 5% win rate on hardpoint. 30% on S&D and a 30% on control. Score?
Yeah. Massive win.
3-0?
Yeah.
Yep. I'd be surprised if it's 3-1. Really surprised. But Ultra has to everybody on the team has to have some sort of illness or playing with their toes. And even then, I don't think I don't think that's gonna help them at all. Oh, they
Or
did.
an illness playing with their hands.
Oh, they have played them,
What?
but not recently. So the last 2 matches that they did have against each other, first match Toronto won 3-1, and then Toronto won 3-0. So yeah, interesting. Well, there's really not much to talk about in this one. So the last matchup.
Yeah.
This one's an interesting one. Vegas Falcons against Atlanta FaZe. Now, at the moment, for the qualifier, they have the same record. But Vegas has a completely new team besides one player. I don't know. Can I look at their...
Oh, that's an enemy.
Wow. Okay, so they have... Yep, so their new roster is... Arcides, Priesta, Pred, and Exceed. Do they have any cards for them? They only have
Unsure.
Exceed, which is a 58. So now this is the team that's in last place. They've only won 1 match so far.
Damn.
Yeah. And they were 0 and I think 21 for something. So they really don't have any cards. Can I look at all? Nope, can't look at all that. All right, that's great. And then we have Atlanta FaZe, which is Cell, Draza, Simp, and a Beezy. Yeah, so we have Simp with a 91, Draza with a 90, Cell with an 88, and then a Beezy with an 85. Okay. Okay, and they're the first place team.
Yep.
So it's basically first place against last place. Yeah. Wow. I can't. The stats are bad, but it's like it's so hard to go off the stats just because this team has only changed. Like they have one win, and an S&D.
That's wild. Only one.
No, they have they have map wins, which is they have 4, 5, 8. Okay, so they have a total of 8 wins in maps, but like other than that, that's it. That's it. They're.
Oh. I thought there was something more.
Yeah, no,
So
no.
I guess our brothers are gonna die then.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are we on a different one?
No,
Oh
no, on the same. I'm trying to.
yeah. So our brothers, there is no hope.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, they're 4 and they're just I can't even. Yeah, I can't even. There's no help on them. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
So what do you think what do you think the score is on that one?
Oh no.
I say 3-0.
To what? To who?
To I say 3-0 to Atlanta, obviously. What do you think?
I say, see, they both have the same stats. Well, not the same stats, but
Well,
the
the
same
same
score.
as
And
of recently, yeah, the same record going into.
yeah. So, depending on how the new phase team plays, I personally like the old one, so I'm gonna say the Falcons.
You think the last place team is gonna beat the first place team?
It could happen.
Okay, okay, okay.
You never know. It could happen.
That is true. That is true. Damn. If you if you bet on this game, there's no point of betting against Atlanta FaZe
Phase.
because they have a negative win rate. But if you bet on Vegas, you have a positive win rate.
Mm.
That's wild. Okay, so that's good for what is this? Saturday. Now we can jump into Sunday, but we already talked about these teams. We'll talk about the okay. So we'll talk about one matchup on Sunday, which we didn't talk about. These teams
Mm.
are Carolina and LA. So it's the last matchup of Sunday. Um, let's see. All right, so let's go to LA. Let's go to LA Thieves. Let's look at their cards. So we have Envoy, Ghosty, Hydra, and Scrap. So as of last major, Hydra with a 99 overall, Scrap with a 99 overall, Ghosty
I
with a
think I might get.
92 overall, and Envoy with a 89 overall.
I might get play of the game.
Oh God.
I just got a team kill.
Okay. Yeah, so they didn't make a change, they didn't do anything. Alright, that's fair. And then they're going against Carolina, which Carolina
I just got
did make
knocked
a
off the
change.
map.
Of course. Let's see. And then they're going against Carolina, which their cards are Gwyn 84,
Alright, who am I betting?
Slasher
Who am I
84,
betting on? Who am I betting on next?
TJ 83, and Vivid is 67.
Me. That's me. Wait, I'm in a team.
Where?
TJ86.
Oh yeah, that's you right there. All right, so who do you think's gonna win this one? I think LA 3-1.
Depends.
Let's look at their. So hard point. Carolina has a better hard point win percentage. S&D, LA has a better win, and then LA has a better control. So could beat them in hard point and control and S&D, but they could lose in hard point. And they have versed 4 times.
Did I get players again?
No, probably not.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, of course not. So they versed 4 times, right? Out of the 4 times, 3 of them were 3-0s.
Okay, no, wait, hold on. This guy only got 3 kills. How did he? I got a team kill.
Because it was probably an alt.
I got a team kill with my ult, and I got 5 kills.
Yeah, that probably didn't matter. All right, what's your prediction on this one?
Okay, so this one, I reckon. Ooh, what's that ad? Red hot chili sauce. I reckon LA.
LA. All right. Here, so
Yeah.
all right, so we'll go through these quickly. All right. For Sunday, Boston against Vegas. What do you think? What's the score on that one?
Yes.
What's the score?
Uh, I reckon. Wait, which one? I'm looking at all of them. Which one?
Sunday for Sundays.
Sundays. What teams?
Boston
Teams. The
Breach
first
against
one.
Vegas.
Boston versus Vegas. I reckon Boston because they have a 3-1.
Okay. Okay.
They won more than loss.
And then Atlanta FaZe versus Optic.
Oh, he's got Optic has a better win rate, but they're closer to the bottom of the table, so FaZe. See, if it was our Brotherins, I would have said O's.
Yeah,
I would
and
have
then
said our
these
Brotherins
are
would win.
these we won't know because
And then
this is to be determined.
LA is winning the last one.
Okay, so
last
it's
match.
so you have Boston, Atlanta, and LA winning for tomorrow.
If I get all the predictions right, what are you doing?
I don't know. We gotta write this down somewhere. Are you right? Did you write it down?
No, should I?
Yeah, you should.
Paper.
Paper. All right. Yep. There you go. All right. So we have.
Wait, where's the pen?
Do you not have a pen?
Where's
Get
the
the
pen?
pen. Get the pen. Hurry up.
What'll a red pen do? Red
Yeah,
pen with a
any pen.
compass.
Any pen. You gotta write
Red
this
pen
down.
with a compass on.
Because then we'll come
Right,
back
what
to
is
it
it?
and see.
What is it?
Okay. So you have Vancouver and New York. That's today. What would you want to put for them?
Who has the better win loss? Vancouver
Okay.
win, but next
Miami versus our Brotherins, Rocker.
our Brotherins, obviously. Next.
M8 versus Ultra.
Huh?
What'd you put for that
LA,
one?
Toronto.
Toronto. Okay. And then it's.
Wait, no, I was reading them. I was reading.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah,
sorry,
Toronto because they have the better win.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Okay, and then you have Vegas and FaZe for the next one.
Gamble. And what? Vegas and what?
Vegas and FaZe.
Obviously, got to go with the gamble country because you literally have to gamble. So
You literally have to gamble. Okay, and then we have 3 more.
you're gambling. Okay, which one's Boston?
Boston and Vegas again.
What the?
Well, Boston.
Boston
Vegas.
winning.
Okay, and then you have FaZe and FaZe and Optic.
Optic because they have a better win ratio.
Okay.
Better win
okay.
ratio.
Okay, and then the last one is Carolina versus LA.
Versus what?
LA Thieves.
LA. Okay, it's LA. They have a better win. All right, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to the tier list, right? So now, knowing what you know now, is there anything you want to change?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. I would love to keep our Brotherins up at S tier,
Okay.
but seeing how I'll put them down to C tier. I'm not putting them into
Ooh.
D tier because that's too mean.
C tier. Damn. Okay. Okay.
The XB, I forgot which one that is.
Boston.
Boston. You're going into dog because you're. Wait, is Boston near the bottom? Is Boston in the bottom 3? If Boston's in the bottom 3, then
No,
yes.
it's our brother-ins M8 M8 and Vegas. So
Okay,
it's
so
it's literally all right, so if we put our brother-ins
Okay.
in
we're putting our Brethren in C tier. The other 2 can go in dog.
Okay.
The other two can go in dog.
All
I was
right.
pretty close though. You have to admit, I was pretty close.
Yeah. Because as of the standings, can I do it like this?
I'm
Yes,
still
I can.
keeping FaZe at the bottom.
All right. So we don't
Nothing can
say
change
that.
my mind.
All right. So let's see. Yes, FaZe is staying at the bottom. LA staying there. Okay. Okay. So can I save this?
You were my sunshine.
So we'll save
Take
that.
a screenshot or something
Yeah, no, I got it.
if you can't save it.
All right. So now we'll come back to
You
this.
are-
We'll come back to this next week, and we'll see how bad.
Or we can go live again when the matches start and we can watch them live.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
If anything, we'll just If not, then we'll just come back to it. But yeah, I think that's it for today. We pretty much
How long has the stream been going on for?
we have an hour.
Well, we can't just keep it at 52 minutes. We have to round it to an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna make editing. Yeah, I might just leave this one raw because we've added enough stuff. I don't have to add in like
No.
the rankings on the screen. So
No. Yeah. But yeah. I think that's it. So we will come back to it next week, and we'll get another episode going, and we'll see how bad we did, or
or
how
if
good.
my predictions are actually correct,
Yeah, we'll put a prize on the table. We'll see how many.
I'll get $10.
$10. Oh, I don't know.
I'll
about
round it. I'll
money.
round it down to the. I'll round it down.
We'll
$1.
give you a dollar. We'll give you a penny
Right.
for each correct one you got.
Right, so I'll probably be getting 1 penny.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
You know what, before we leave, you're gonna watch me eat my cookie.
Oh yeah. Here, we'll get you a cookie cam.
Oh hell yeah. Cookie cam.
All right, rate the cookie.
Awesome.
Rate the cookie 1 out of 10.
Right. So
What
it's a bit
kind of
floppy.
cookie is it?
That's good. A chocolate chipped chocolate cookie.
Okay.
A double chunk chocolate cookie, as some might say.
Mm.
The chips are at a perfect melting point. It's floppy enough. Oh, I can hear Brie laughing in the background, but it's floppy enough to be stable and edible. Never want it too hard, Brie. Don't laugh. Never want it too hard, because then you won't be able to eat it. You want it at the perfect texture, and therefore you get an 8 out of 10.
Okay. So, do you like? How do I say this? Do you like a hard cookie or do you like a soft cookie?
Well, look at the cam.
Yeah. Okay. So it's basically
That
breaking
kind of
apart.
cookie.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's
That
fair.
kind of cookie. Because then you know it's been cooked with delicacy.
Yeah. All right. Favorite cookie? Go.
Chocolate.
Okay.
What's yours?
I think regular chocolate chip or cookie dough cookie, peanut butter cookie, s'mores cookie. Shit slaps. But yeah. Well, that is it for us and our little beautiful show that we have.
Mhm.
So we will catch you guys in the next one. Join the Discord.
Bye.
Follow us on all social medias, and we'll keep you updated on our everything.